Hello, my name is Dr. Annesha Chaudhary. I am WIA's lead conservation scientist and senior program manager.
Hi, I'm Ariel Moinister, WIA Senior Impact Lead.
I'm Kahea Pacheco, a co-executive director here at WIA.
Hi, I'm Irma, Director of Southeast Asia Programs.
Hi, my name is Velasa Apriani. I am WIA Indonesia Program Manager.
Hi, I'm Jen Palmer, WIA's Corporate Partnerships Lead.
Hi, my name is Teresa Mudhoni. I'm WIA Africa Program Manager.
I'm Kate King, WIA's Development Manager.
Hey, my name is Kia Leek, and I am WIA's Learning Events and Alliance Program Manager.
I'm Amira Diamond, Co-Executive Director and Co-Founder.
Jambo, jina langu ni Rose Wamalwa kutoka Kenya. Mimi nasimamia miradi ya WIA Women Earth Alliance in East Africa. Asante.
I am Laura, WIA's North America and Latin America Regional Coordinator.
Hello, I'm Sarita Propel, WIA's Senior Program Director and Program Architect.
Hi, I'm Megan Matthew, and I am WIA's Operations Manager.
And I'm Melinda Kramer, Co-Founder and Co-Executive Director.
Pacheco, one of the co-executive directors here at WIA, and with me are WIA's co-founders and my fellow co-executive directors, Melinda Kramer and Amira Diamond. And we are so excited to welcome you to WIA's 20th anniversary. We can't tell you how much we've been looking forward to tonight, to gathering with you, whether you're here in this room or with us on live stream. There's quite a few of you joining us virtually tonight. Tonight is a chance to take stock of the last 20 years, to celebrate the impact we have had in communities around the world, and most importantly, to build momentum for what's next. We are gathering here in Huichin tonight, the ancestral and unceded lands of the Chicano-speaking Ohlone people. And we are so grateful to call this special place home, where we work alongside Karina Gold, the spokesperson for the Confederated Villages of the Jean Ohlone. And we support the Sigorte Land Trust through our Shuni Land Tax as they do the vital work of reintegrating their lands. That relationship is a reminder that this work is rooted in deep connection with the land, with justice, and most of all with each other. Tonight, you'll hear a lot about WIA's 20 years, because after all, we have made it through those wild adolescents, we have survived our roller coaster teenage years and have arrived finally at adulthood. But before we get to all of that, we want to acknowledge that none of that would be possible without this incredible community, which quite frankly raised us. So we're going to start tonight the way we start anything back home where I'm from, and that's by acknowledging our kupuna, our elders. Back in Hawaii, our kupuna are our knowledge keepers, our wisdom keepers, our guides, and our memory keepers. They are the people whose wisdom and example really grounds us in who we are and in how we should move forward in the world. Tonight, we especially want to honor the kupuna in the room and in our community whose care, leadership, and generosity has helped to shape WIA these past 20 years. We are deeply, deeply grateful for you.
Yes, and we also want to thank our team who's here and all around the world. You met them on the screen, but we have some of our team here. We have Jen and Kate, Dory, Ira, Kia, Jasmine, And we also have some WIA alumni in the room. I want to take a moment to welcome Rucha Chitnis, who shaped so much of our work in India, in sustainable agriculture. Raise your hands, stand up, And we also have Nikhila Badua, who we've worked with for many years. Nikhila has traveled with us. She has translated the power of WIA into art, and she's doing that tonight. Nikhila is live painting for us and channeling the power of this work in this beautiful piece that is going to develop as the night goes on. We also have Cynthia Nimmo, who is our senior fellow. Where are you, Cynthia? Amazing leader. This is a room full of leaders, and you all have shaped this work so powerfully.
So I want to start by also giving some love to a group of individuals who's been with us, many of you since day one. And I think what would be best is if, when I call your name, and when Melinda and I call your names, we would love to have you stand, and then at the end we can give all these different groups a big round of applause. So I want to start with our leadership board, whose absolutely wisdom has guided every move we made. So Ben Schick, Simone Lacourte, Kelly Menendez, Catriona McGregor, Claire Greensfelder, Ahmed Rahim, Pandora Thomas. And on the live stream we have Charity Tews and Stephanie Bernstein-Jaffe. And tonight we're here for our Rising Tides, Rising Women campaign celebration, and we have an unbelievable campaign committee that's helped us get this work to where it is today. So Jonah Sachs, Lauren Pappas, Jeff Mendelson, Ben Schick, he's already up, Lynn Twist, Jody Sweetbaum is on the live stream, and Darian Rodriguez-Heyman, and Liz Sheehan, please stand.
Yes, and we also have a group of people called the Giving Circle. This is the group that for many years has covered WIA's operations so that we can really plan forward. So we have Marcy Taylor Pattinson, Benita Klein, Laura Belzer, Ben Schick, Lauren Pappas, John Rubenstein, Carol Garcia, Ralph Diamond, Emily Diamond, Deborah Fox, Andy Behar, Joel McCower, and Eliyahu Sills, and your amazing family.
And Jen Susay.
Hi, Jen Susay, yes. Thank you.
And if you've ever hosted an event for Women at the Alliance, Laura O'Connor, where are you? Please rise. Thank you so much. And then finally, I want to just give a huge shout out to our colleagues, our movement sisters in the room tonight. We have Ginger Cassidy, who's the Executive Director of Rainforest Action Network, and Layla Salazar, who's the ED of Amazon Watch. Please stand, and let's give this incredible community a round of applause. Absolutely nothing you hear tonight would have been possible without you. So
this is a grassroots movement, truly. So now we're going to give a warm welcome to my dear friend and sister in this work, Destani Wolf. Many of you know Destani. She is a powerful songwriter, vocalist, and educator whose music truly uplifts, inspires, heals. Destiny's raised here in Berkeley. She's here with her family tonight. She is a Grammy-nominated global performer from Cirque du Soleil to collaborations with Matisyahu and Bobby McFerrin every Monday down the street. And Destani is open for Patti LaBelle in San Francisco on August 9th at Stern Grove Festival. So Destani is going to share with us truly a gift. This is Destini's newly released song. I don't know if it's been sung very many times in front of people live, so we're going to get to be blessed by your song, and welcome, Destani.
road in front of me. So long, but your love feels like I belong. There's a fire in me. I know that you can see. You hear my heart song.
Well, my dear, long ago in the early part of the 21st century, many had forgotten that human life and the earth upon which it depends are precious. The careless ways of humankind polluted the air, the water, the food, the land, and our bodies and minds. In these times, women bore the greatest burdens. With dignity, we took on the essential acts of tending the land and collecting water, though our lives and livelihoods were constantly threatened. And while the wisdom that was needed to heal the earth had been in our bones for ages, even that precious knowledge was ignored by those who claimed to know what was best for us. Moved by this wisdom, 30 women from around the world came together. Each woman understood the problem of having too little or the problem of having too much, and they began to weave a new story. A story of women leaders transforming their own communities, sharing resources and restoring balance upon the earth. A story rooted in the undeniable fact that when women thrive, communities thrive. In this story, our wisdom was respected, and those who wished to help began to listen. We recognized our interdependence, exchanging solutions like gifts. Around the globe, women joined hands and the story took root. They hosted trainings, learned sustainable technologies, and taught others. People across regions stepped forward in support. Speaking out, their message was heard. They shared knowledge and linked strategies. Real change blossomed as communities took action to advocate, innovate, and preserve. We began to remember the preciousness of the simple things, like water, land, and seeds. We remembered to work together. We remembered our real power. After this long journey, we now stand safely on the land. In balance, men and women together, caring for each other with visionary solutions, preserving the earth for those who will follow. We have finally come home.
We've finally come home. Every time I hear those words, I'm taken back to that circle 20 years ago where Women's Earth Alliance began. Mexico City, 30 women, 26 countries, all of us with different stories, different homelands, different struggles, and somehow recognizing the same truth in one another. I remember so clearly standing there, holding hands, wondering whether this vision could really take root. And then one woman said something that so many of us were feeling. She said, "I've traveled across the world to be here, and yet I finally feel like I'm home." That moment told us something important. Women around the world were carrying powerful solutions, and too many were carrying them alone. Because of the roles women often hold in families and communities, they're often the first to see when daily life is becoming less secure, when water is hard to access, when food's harder to grow or to afford, when health is more fragile, and families have fewer ways to bounce back from hard times. They're also the ones already responding, organizing neighbors, sharing knowledge, protecting land and water, and helping families stay safe with very little support. What we saw was practical and undeniable. The people closest to the challenges are often closest to the solutions. And when women's leadership is resourced, connected, and supported at the level of its real power, entire communities become stronger. So the question before us was clear. What would it look like what would it take to resource women's leadership at the scale of its power? And so our solution was not to direct it from above or gather it into the center, but to connect it, resource it, and help it move. We set out to build something durable, something that could live beneath the surface. Take a forest, for example. The real intelligence of a forest is not only what you see above the ground, it's underneath. It's in the living web below the surface. The mycelial network is constantly moving nutrients and information from one part of the forest to another. It stores water in times of stress. It nourishes new growth. It breaks down toxins. It regenerates and restores balance after disruption. Quietly, invisibly, it keeps the whole forest well. So many systems right now are operating at a scale that are organized around extraction, dominance, speed, and accumulation. But living systems work differently. They endure by circulating what's needed, responding to stress, repairing damage, and keeping the whole thing connected. And that's exactly what WIA was designed to do. Through training, funding, mentorship, peer exchange, and trusted coordination, WIA helps women-led solutions hold, strengthen, and spread across thousands of communities. So when resources move through WIA, they don't stop at one leader or one project. They move through these trusted relationships, trained leaders, and community-based organizations who are already ready to act. That means that a single investment can become distributed, sustained, and multiplied across communities. And we have seen what happens when women's leadership, when leadership that has that kind of support beneath it can grow. Local economies become stronger. Families have more reliable income. Girls can go to school. Communities become more stable. And the places people depend on for food, water, health, and safety become more resilient. Research shows that when women earn income, they often reinvest 90% back into families and communities. 90%. That means that women play a powerful role in stabilizing families, strengthening local economies, and helping our communities plan for the future. And yet, women-led initiatives receive a tiny fraction of global philanthropic investment. Tiny. This is one of the greatest contradictions of our time. We say we want stability. We want stronger local economies, safer communities, a livable future, and yet we are still underinvesting in one of the clearest ways to create those outcomes. And so at WIA, we have spent the last 2 decades showing what happens when that leadership is resourced at the level it deserves. Since 2006, WIA has trained and funded 60,000 women leaders across 31 countries. And these women are improving health, livelihoods, and environmental conditions for 25 million people. The numbers are powerful, but the deeper story is how this impact moves, how this is lasting for decade after decade. One woman gains the tools, the funding, and the network to expand her work. She restores forests and watersheds. She strengthens food systems. She launches enterprises that create livelihoods for her community. And she turns around and trains others to do the same. Knowledge spreads. Communities become more resilient. And over time, what began in one place, one location, becomes something much larger. And that is the incredible multiplier effect of WIA. It's a living network infrastructure beneath thousands of women-led solutions now taking root, rising up, and strengthening communities right when we need it. And tonight we are here to celebrate how far this has grown, to mycelial network of power, and to step together toward what's next.
And when women's leadership is resourced at the scale of its true power, what becomes possible is legendary. Because this alliance is doing much more than launching businesses or restoring landscapes. It's helping create the human conditions that allow communities to heal, adapt, and flourish. Sometimes I even think that this network is helping to regulate the nervous system of humanity. Increasingly, science confirms what many traditional cultures have long understood. Human beings are shaped profoundly by the relationships and environments that surround us. And women are so often the first environment. How important it is then for women's voices to be heard, for us to be safe, for us to be resourced, because the future is shaped in our bodies, in our homes, and in our relationships with one another. And perhaps part of what this alliance creates is the experience of not carrying that future alone, of being connected to others who believe another way of living is possible, of knowing that someone will respond, someone will share knowledge, someone will help hold what feels impossible to hold alone. That kind of belonging changes what people believe is possible. It changes what communities are able to sustain. And it changes how people respond during times of uncertainty and during times of crisis. And the impact of this kind of connection is not abstract, it is measurable. Last year alone, Women's Earth Alliance trained more than 6,000 women leaders, who have reached already 1.8 million people. These numbers represent millions of daily acts of leadership, a meal reaching a family, a water system installed, a child breathing cleaner air, a family with more income. This alliance is a promise. In a moment when so many systems feel fragile, this work reminds us that human beings still have the capacity to care for one another. We can respond creatively and shape the future together. So tonight you've heard some of the philosophy behind this work. And now we want you to hear directly from the epic women leaders who are making this work happen each and every day. Thank you.
In 2006, a circle of women came together with a shared belief. When women lead, communities become stronger. Today, in a time when so much feels uncertain, that belief has become a blueprint for how we move forward. The past year has asked a lot of women, of communities, and of the earth itself. And all around the world, Women's Earth Alliance leaders answered with resilience, expertise, and an unshakable commitment to building a thriving future for all of us. Last year, we had trained 6,100 women and girls across 9 countries in environmental solutions, entrepreneurship, and leadership. This work restored and protected 12,724 hectares and reached 1.83 million people. This is how change happens. It starts in one place, with one leader, and ripples outward until entire systems begin to transform. Here's what that looked like last year.
Across Indonesia, GIA leaders are stewarding some of the world's most biodiverse ecosystems. But in communities facing economic strain, providing for a family often leaves little choice but to sell the very land they depend upon for survival. GIA changes that. Last year, we trained more than 400 women to build profitable green businesses that create viable jobs while protecting local ecosystems.
Each of us are facing similar but different challenges. Each of us are working in different ecosystems. But what we can do is knowing that we could reach out for another, for support.
And when devastating floods hit Sumatra, GIA mobilized fundings within days. In areas cut off by damaged roads and power outages, local leaders restored clean water, organized food distribution, and supported families. When institutions falter, women on the front line keep communities strong and recovery moving.
In Nairobi, where thousands of women earn a living in the informal waste sector, we broke ground on the Jenga Mama Green Hub, a women-led training and plastic recycling center, creating jobs and building skills. And in Uganda, Tanzania, Nigeria, and Rwanda, more than 2,000 women are now generating income through their new agroforestry and tree-growing eco-enterprises.
Sasa kutoka Nairobi, nikakuja nikakaa chini. Nikasema yale wamefundisha huko, lazima nitimize kama mama wa WEA. I'm a supplier wa miti, nimetrain wa mama wengine karibu over 200 women.
This is the ripple effect of WEA's work. One woman becomes 10, 10 becomes 100, 100 becomes 1,000, and more.
In Assam, India, solutions are taking root that catalyze food, income, and health. Leaders are putting traditional ecological knowledge to work through Janwa, a new women-led agriculture and food business creating a steady income for dozens of families. Meanwhile, Janwa's kitchen gardens are providing over 730 families with fresh produce and creating safe spaces where women are breaking silence around menstrual health and gender-based violence as they access critical health services and care.
Along Mexico's coast, WIA leaders are doing something quietly powerful. Through Sirenas de Mexico, women are stepping into waters and sectors long dominated by men, gathering data, protecting marine ecosystems, and making space for women to lead in fisheries and ocean conservation.
Claro que las mujeres podemos realizar este tipo de trabajo. En mi comunidad antes solo los hombres realizaban el monitoreo y ahora pues no, ya queremos que más mujeres sean líderes en sus comunidades.
In Morelos, in the face of deepening water scarcity, women leaders are gaining skills in sustainable farming and innovative irrigation at a new agricultural and ecology center, a living laboratory created in partnership with UPM.
And in the United States and U.S. territories, WIA launched the Relief and Resilience Program, combining rapid response support with long-term investment. Through this program, Black Girls Green Futures in Los Angeles continues to create pathways for Black youth in environmental education, leadership, and green careers.
Here right now, and do you heal? Yes, I hear right here, right now.
And in Northern California, WIA is partnering with the Occidental Arts and Ecology Center to bring together women leaders, Indigenous fire practitioners, and land stewards to prevent wildfire, reduce heat and smoke impacts, and protect community health using local knowledge and land practices. This is a moment to invest in people already driving change. When women have the resources to lead, communities become more resilient, ecosystems recover, and economies grow.
Together, we're able to enact change.
We see the environmental impacts of this work every day. We're also seeing women shaping cultures of peace, women winning political positions, building grassroots movements, expanding economic opportunities, and then passing on their knowledge to thousands of other emerging leaders who are raising their hands and ready to act.
Because when one woman rises, entire communities rise with her. And when communities rise together, the world changes.
Keep going, I could sing the song about clean cook stoves next. There are a lot of them that have been written through the years. And tonight we are celebrating and powering the momentum of our 20th anniversary Rising Tides, Rising Women campaign. And I would love for you to give a little ooh, ooh if you were here in the room when we launched this campaign. This campaign aggregated the visions and goals of our global alliance, and we have set out to make a $20 million investment in women's leadership, and this is the largest investment in our history. We said that we would train and fund 15,000 women leaders across 15 countries, reaching 25 million people with improved environmental, economic, and social conditions. We committed to restoring 1.2 million acres of habitat, planting 1 million trees, sequestering 30,000 metric tons of carbon, and improving the health, safety, and education of millions of women and children. And tonight, we're proud to share that we've crossed the halfway mark to our 20 million. And we are now more than halfway toward many of our impact goals. This level of impact requires accountability and trust. That's why our longtime partner, L'Oreal Paris, commissioned Deloitte to independently review and certify WEA's impact measurement systems and KPI methodology. Deloitte examined how we track ecosystem restoration, women's entrepreneurship, leadership growth, and girls' education across our global programs. And Deloitte formally certified our methodology, affirming the rigor, reliability, and integrity of our impact systems. So in 2 years' time, WEA has trained 13,000 of the 15,000 leaders we set out to support across our global alliance. More than 3,500 women eco-entrepreneurs have launched or expanded businesses that generate income, restore ecosystems, and strengthen our local economies. Across the world, women-led forest, mangrove, and ocean restoration efforts have already helped to sequester more than 26,000 metric tons of carbon, moving us very close to our original 30,000 metric ton goal. And this campaign has already helped improve the health, safety, and education of more than 2.3 million women and girls. Thanks to our dynamic campaign committee and each and every one of you, we are well on our way, and there ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. There's work to be done, and we're here to do it. I'm going to turn it over to Kay Hay to show what we're doing.
As you look ahead at what's next for WEA's work, one of the areas that feels especially personal to me is the work we're building across the US and the Pacific. Many of you might remember in March of this year, Hawaii experienced 2 back-to-back storms that brought days of relentless rain, flooding, landslides, and communities cut off from water, electricity, food, and care. These storms overwhelmed our systems, leaving families to navigate the aftermath long after the skies cleared. I have friends who are still without electricity nearly 2 months later, and some schools have been closed for the rest of the year because of storm damage. The storms also came on the heels of a volcanic episode that left parts of my home island blanketed in toxic tephra. And in some places, this ash looks like shards of fiberglass, and in others, like golf ball-sized rocks falling from the sky. And because many homes in our rural community rely on individual water catchment systems for our drinking water, my own home included, there was suddenly another very real concern, that the storms would wash all of that ash and tephra covering our homes into the water tanks and contaminate our water sources that our families depend on every day. So while larger systems were still trying to figure out what to do, community members knew that waiting wasn't an option. We needed to mobilize immediately because lives depended on it. This is why we launched our new Relief and Resilience program, to get support quickly to trusted women leaders and community partners when emergencies struck, and to help communities recover in ways that leave them stronger in the future. Back home, that meant partnering with Vibrant Hawaii and their network of resilience hubs to support rapid response efforts across the islands. Together, the support helped coordinate direct assistance for more than 3,000 people. That included grocery cards, laundry vouchers, ice for coolers, and teams of people to go and check on kupuna and to help families disconnect, clean, and reconnect their water catchment systems. And Hawaii is only one example. Through this program, WEA is supporting community-led resilience and response efforts across the US and Pacific, from Alaska Native communities navigating food insecurity and rising costs, to mutual aid and disaster relief efforts in island communities across the Pacific. Because when crises hit, it is often trusted local networks that move fastest. And increasingly, communities are often facing overlapping crises all at once. fire, heat, smoke, flooding, displacement, rising costs, food insecurity. Many of you probably remember September 9th, 2020. It was the day the sky stayed dark and orange because smoke covered everything due to the wildfires across California. I was living over in Albany at the time, and I remember waking up that morning and thinking how strange it was that it was still the middle of the night. That was the day my son Kai was born. We named him, maybe as an act of hope or defiance, for the vast waters our people come from. Kai means water. And there was this moment when I held this brand new life in my arms while the world outside looked apocalyptic. And I remember thinking very clearly, we have got to do something different. That understanding is part of what led WIA to launch the new Health, Heat, and Wildfire Accelerator here in California. As you may have heard, this work is in partnership with Occidental Arts and Ecology Center and other frontline partners. And we're so excited to have OAEC's founders, Dave and Kendall, here with us tonight. This accelerator brings together women leaders, Indigenous practitioners, land stewards, public health advocates, and community organizers to exchange practical strategies around wildfire resilience, heat response, ecological restoration, and community care. Because the people most impacted by these crises are also carrying some of the deepest knowledge about how communities survive and adapt, and this is what gives me hope. Across all the regions where WIA works, I see communities refusing isolation. I see people organizing around care. I see women building systems that allow communities to stay rooted, connected, and resilient even during periods of profound uncertainty. This is the future we are investing in. We'd like to share a bit about what this work looks like in another region in the world, Indonesia. And for that, I am so excited to introduce my colleague, WIA leader and leadership board member, Farwiza Farhan. Wiza is the founder of Forest, Nature, and Environment Foundation, or HAKA, in Aceh, Indonesia. She also recently received the 2026 Whitley Gold Award, one of the world's highest honors in conservation leadership. And we're honored to have her as part of our team, shaping WIA's work with Indigenous women leaders and conservationists in one of the most ecologically biodiverse regions of the world.
Hi, I'm Farwiza Farhan, founder of an organization called Forest, Nature, and Environment Aceh Foundation in Aceh, Sumatra, Indonesia. I am a long-time Women Earth Alliance leader and now member of Women Earth Alliance Leadership Board. I work in a landscape called the Loiser ecosystem. It is the last place on Earth where the critically endangered Sumatran megafauna, the rhino, the tiger, the elephant, and the orangutan, still roam together in the wild. For the people of Aceh, this forest is life. It gives us water. It protects us from floods. It supports farming, fishing, and livelihoods. It is part of our identity. It is who we are. I remember speaking with women in the villages where floods have changed their life. Water came down the mountain, then timber and rocks coming with it. Homes were damaged, fields were destroyed, families lost their income. People could feel in their bodies and in their daily lives what happened when the forest is taken away. And I have seen something powerful. When women lead, the world changes. Mothers and grandmothers become forest protectors. They patrolled the forest. They spoke with people cutting trees. They sat in village meetings. They argued for budgets and development plans. Men in their communities begin to see them differently. Children saw them differently. And most importantly, they saw themselves differently. For me, Women Earth Alliance was a critical part of my own leadership journey. Women Earth Alliance created a space where strategy, courage, care, and power building come together. It helped me strengthen my voice, my leadership, and my ability to support other women doing this work. Now, HAKA and WIA are coming together to support women conservation leaders across Indonesia, including women in Papua and Maluku who are protecting some of the most biodiverse and high-risk ecosystems in the world. These women already know their forests, their rivers, their coastlines, their communities. With training and seed funding, mentorship, and strong network, they can protect ecosystems, build livelihoods, and bring more women into the leadership. This is how We Are Model grows. One woman don't just stop when she has built a working solutions. She turns right around and figures out how to reach many, many more. That's the power in investing in women. When women are invested in, we plant that investment deep into the soil of our communities, and we ensure it grows for all of us. We all say we want a more stable and thriving world. The women building it are already here. I invite you to invest in us and to help Women Earth Alliance continue to grow and deepen our reach, now and far into the future. Thank you.
Well, now's a moment for a little something for us to do together for fun. So I live in Sebastopol, California, Pomo territory, and lucky to share the Watershed Sisters with a group called Mamus, some wonderful singing women who taught me a song the other day that I think embodies what we're doing here. And so I would love to sing it and get you going on it before we move to close our evening together. So I'll sing it once, and then I'm going to teach it to you. And it's quick and easy, so I think you'll catch it. It goes like this. There is work to be done. There is work to be done. With these hands, this heart, this mind. There is work to be done. There is work to be done. I am on your side. Although there is work to be done. There is work to be done. Listen, with these hands, this heart, this mind, together. With these hands, this heart, this mind, there's work. There is work to be done. There is work to be done. I am on your side. I am on your side. Now let's sing the whole thing. There is work. There is work to be done. There is work to be done. With these hands, this heart, this mind. There is work to be done. There is work to be done. I am on your side. Lynn Twist. She is a visionary and a global philanthropist, the founder of Soul of Money Institute and the co-founder of the Pachamama Alliance. Lynn has spent her entire life working for a just and thriving future, and she's a dear friend, a guiding light, a leadership board member, and has some words to offer us this evening.
Hi, my name is Lynn Twist, and I'm a proud donor and supporter and advocate and ally and partner to all of you at Women's Earth Alliance, because this is one of the most important organizations on planet Earth, and I'm not kidding. This is the Sophia century. This is the 100 years when women and the divine feminine will rebalance the entire world. This is the time when women's leadership, particularly with the climate crisis, is absolutely essential. And this 20th anniversary is critical for the organization, but also for us, for the world, for the earth, for the community of life. So if you're thinking of making a donation, double, triple, quadruple that donation, and know that you're making a huge investment, a very critical investment, a catalytic investment in one of the most important movements, organizations, and initiatives on planet Earth. And I love all of you. I wish I could be there. Congratulations on the 20th. And here we go for 20 more awesome years. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name's Ellen Toscano, and I'm truly honored to get to lead our fundraising moment this evening. So this is the time when I would like to please ask everyone to get your bid numbers ready. Please detach the attachments that are clipped onto your bid numbers and just put them aside right now because we're going to get back to those. And just keep your bid number ready. But before we get started with our paddle raise, first of all, what a powerful evening. Yes? Yes. Thank you all for being here to support 20 incredible years of WIA. Now, before we get started, I'd like to first speak to those of you who are already part of WIA's Giving Circle or Seed Bank. First of all, thank you so much, wherever you are in the room or joining us virtually. Your ongoing commitment is the steady foundation that allows this work to continue year after year, and we are so grateful for all that you help make possible. Now, tonight's paddle raise, which we're about to move into, is a special one-time 20th anniversary stretch gift to help meet the urgent needs that we've heard throughout the night. These gifts are in addition to any Giving Circle or Seed Bank commitments that have already been made. And after our paddle raise tonight, we're going to give everyone here the opportunity to join or to recommit to the Giving Circle. But right now, this is the moment where we are going to come together to raise as much as we possibly can for WIA's critical work and 20 years of impact. All right? I'm going to refer to my notes a little bit, but I want to stand here in front of you all. It feels a bit more personal. So, as we've heard throughout this beautiful night, when women lead, ecosystems begin to heal. Families become healthier. Communities and local economies grow stronger, and entire systems begin to transform. Across the globe, there is an incredible circle of women, from right here in California and across the United States, to Mexico, to Kenya, to Indonesia, and beyond, protecting forests and oceans, restoring water and food systems, responding to crises, building local economies, and creating healthier, more resilient communities for all of us. And tonight, there's a circle of people here in this room, who understand that when we invest in these women, we are investing in a more resilient and sustainable future for our entire world. We, right now, are that circle of people. And this critical work is for every single one of us. It's for our children, our grandchildren, our nieces and nephews, everyone we love, and every single generation in the future who will inherit what we choose to do right now, but we can't do it alone. It takes the strength and support of our entire community, every single person here in this room, coming together to help make this possible, and that is why we need your help, and we really need it now more than ever. So this is our paddle race, and this is how it works. Tonight we're going to start at a first level of $50,000, and we are going to work our way all the way to $100 with several levels in between. Your gifts at every level are fully tax deductible and can be fulfilled using a donor advised fund, stocks, checks, credit card, however you wish. And if you're joining us virtually, we invite you to participate alongside us by sharing your pledge in the chat. Kia's leading the way with that. You'll also notice on the slides behind me as we move through each level, the impact that amount can help make possible, and it is tremendous. So please do take a peek at that. But we really believe that there is a level here tonight for absolutely everybody in this room. And our hope is that when one, or maybe even more than one, of these levels feels good to you, you put your bid number up in the air to make a meaningful gift, a generous donation, a vital investment into these women who are dedicated to building and creating a healthier, more resilient, more sustainable future for every single one of us. Please give as generously as you possibly can. If you came here tonight thinking you might give a certain amount, but you can dig deep and you've got the capacity to give even more, please do, because we are all in this together. Now, who here can start us off right now at our first level with a powerful, transformative gift into all of our futures of $50,000? $50,000. Anyone virtually can jump in too. Do we have anyone in our virtual room? Yes, we do. There it is. $50,000 coming at us. Thank you. Thank you. And yes, please clap for everyone that gives at every level, because this is tremendous. Now, typically we would move to a next level of $25,000, but it's our 20th anniversary. So we're gonna jump to our next level of $20,000 in honor of our anniversary. And to help us get off to a strong start, I'm very excited to announce that we actually have some longtime supporters who have offered a very, very generous matching gift starting here at our $20,000 anniversary level of $150,000. So we're definitely going to achieve this match tonight, right now, and raise $150,000, unlocking ultimately $300,000 for WIA. So help me add that up as we go along, because when we get there, we want to celebrate. But so now I'd like to open this up, knowing that your money is going to be doubled dollar for dollar at this point. Who can jump in with a generous gift at our 20th anniversary level of $20,000 and unlock $40,000? Thank you so much. Yes. Number 652. Yeah, we're so excited. Number 652 for $20,000 beautiful dollars. Thank you so much. Can anyone else? Do we have anyone virtual? Yes, thank you. Stretch to $20,000. And look, if you want to give more, you want to give it a level I don't call out, you are welcome to give at multiple levels, more than once at a level. Just show me with your fingers. We have lots of options. Wave me over, shout it out, that's fine too. Okay? Thank you so much. $40,000, we've got 110 left to go. Let's go for it, guys. All right, our next level is $15,000. Who can be the first to come in here? Thank you so much. Number 525 for $15,000. Thank you so much. Unlocking 30. Thank you. Do we have anyone else able to join at 15? All right. Anyone virtually? Did I miss anyone over there? Okay. All right, next up. I hope you're checking out what the impact is on these slides here too. Our next level is $10,000. Who can kick us off at our $10,000 level and unlock $20,000 right now for WIA. Thank you guys for your 465. Thank you so much. 465 for $10,000. Beautiful. Beautiful. If my math is serving me correctly, I believe we have $85,000 left to go. Can anyone else come in at 10,000? Yeah, we do, guys. We've got one live. We've got another 10,000 live. And we've got another one. Thank you so much. Number 259. Thank you. Number 259 for another 10,000. Is that 65,000 left to go? Am I right? Okay, I'm trying to do this in my brain right now as we are I'm multitasking, clearly. Okay, 65,000 left to go to fully unlock this beautiful, generous match. Anyone else at 10,000? I would like to do a final. All right, guys, let's see who can kick us off. This amount can provide one urgent response grant to help a community move quickly in crisis. One grant. All right, this is our $5,000 level. Who can come in at 5,000 and help us with one grant? Thank you. Number 406. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, number 469. Thank you. Thank you, number 323. Thank you so much. We've got another one. Number 202. Thank you so much. Number $5,000. Thank you. Another one. Number 456. Thank you so much. We've got one coming in live. Thank you so much. Another $5,000 for one of our virtual attendees. Thank you so much. Thank you. I kind of lost track now. Are we at 40 or 45 left? Who's counting? Let's spin 40. 40. Okay, I was like, we're at 45 or 40. Thank you. Thank you, guys. This is amazing. All right, let's finish at these next two levels. Yes? Let's go for it. I'm just saying, I'm throwing it out there. All right, your $2,500 gifts will unlock $5,000 beautiful dollars for you. If you can stretch to $2,500, show me that biz number right now. Thank you. Number 429. Thank you so much. Thank you. Number 507 for another $2,500. Thank you. Thank you. Number 295 for another $2,500. Thank you. Number 656 for another $2,500. We also have number 464 for another $2,500. Number 496 for another $2,500. Thank you so much. Number 702 for another $2,500. Beautiful. Totally lost track now at this point. We're at like 20,000 left, I think. 25? Thank you. Yes. I feel like we're at 20 or 25 at this point. I think maybe so my goal was like, can we get 20 donations at $1,000 in honor of our 20 years? Because that would be really cool. So if we do that, then we can wrap up this match right here, right now. Can we go for it? If you can give more than once, knowing you're doubling your money, just show me with your fingers if you want to give more than once at our $1,000 level. All right, let's see those bid numbers up for 1,000 right now. Thank you. Oh, yeah! Thank you, number 492. Thank you. Thank you, number 476. Thank you so much, number 369. Thank you. Thank you, number 475. Thank you. Can I just tell you number out? Okay, number 323 would like to give another donation of $1,000. 323 for 2,000. Thank you. Thank you, number 369. Thank you, I see you. Thank you, number 246. Thank you. Thank you, number 637. Thank you so much. Thank you, number 352. Thank you, number 672. Thank you, number 427. Thank you, number 462. Never amazing. Thank you, number 692. Thank you, number 262. Thank you, number 547. Wow! We have one coming alive. Woo! Thank you so much. I think I got you already. Really? Yeah. On live? On live. I missed a $10,000 gift. gift in our lives. Thank you so much for that. So that, I believe, officially knocks us over our and achieving. And wow, what tremendous giving at our $1,000 level. I think I counted 16 donations there. 16. I mean, I need to answer there's 4 more. Like, to get us to 20. Look, it doesn't hurt. This is our next level. We've got 3 levels left to go. So I would like to encourage people, you know, when we reach our final 3 levels, I don't know if any of you came tonight as someone's guest, but if you were invited, thank them, because this is an amazing night. And it would be lovely to pay it forward and say thank you by giving a gift at one of our final 3 levels tonight. So please consider that. Our next level is $500. Every dollar is huge. Here we go. Thank you, number 494. Thank you so much. Thank you, number 523. For $500 beautiful dollars. Thank you, number 397. Thank you. Thank you, number 302. Thank you so much. Thank you, number 365. Beautiful. Thank you, number 602. Thank you. Thank you, number 473. And number 537. Thank you all so much. Thank you, number 263. Thank you, number 234. Thank you, number 645. Thank you so much. Thank you, number 376. Thank you. You know, you guys can't really see each other, but I gotta say, the best part right now is everyone has a huge smile on their face. Like, it's the best. It's the best. All right, 2 levels left to go. Now, $250 provides a seed grant for a woman-led natural fiber or organic farming business. Huge. 1 seed grant, okay? Now, we'd love to provide as many seed grants as we possibly could. So we've got a little bit of a surprise for this level. What do you guys think about Nikila's painting, by the way? I mean, it's pretty spectacular watching this emerge live right in front of our very eyes, this beautiful, stunning, one-of-a-kind piece. Would any of you be interested in perhaps taking this home when it's complete? I heard some oohs and ahs. You can cheer if that sounds okay. So I want to make sure I get this right, Nikila. I mean, and I'm impressed. She's been doing this in the dark also partly tonight, if you haven't noticed. But this is a painting of Yemanja, yes? Yemanja? Okay, the mother of all Orishas and the metaphysical mother of the world in Yoruba religion. She's a supreme deity of water, nurturing motherhood and fertility, ruling over oceans and rivers. It's absolutely beautiful, very in alignment with our Rising Tides campaign, might I say. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a little game at our $250 level, and look, if you were planning on giving $250, go for it anyway, okay? But what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a little game that tonight we're gonna call Last Leader Standing. You don't actually have to stand. But basically, the very last person who donates $250 will get to take home. The completed painting. Okay? Let me be real clear though on the rules here. Somebody has to start us off, first of all. Okay, so don't hold back. You can try again and again and again if you want, if someone comes in after you, but every time you raise that bid number and you put that up in the air, you are committing to another $250 donation, okay? You can play if you gave it another level, if you want to try to win this. If you haven't yet and you want to try, you can please do. Or again, if you just want to give a donation of $250, please just go for it, because thank you so much. Kicking us off, number 437 for $250. Thank you. Thank you, number 375. Thank you. Thank you, number 432. Thank you. Thank you, number 463. Thank you, 254. Thank you, 403. Thank you, 549. Thank you, 235. Thank you, 364. Thank you, 236. Thank you, 659. Thank you, 536. Thank you, 353. Thank you, number 597. Thank you, number 325. Oh, somebody popping in live. Two donations from our virtual attendees. No, okay. We've got number 362 for a $250 donation. Thank you. Okay, there are no takebacks either. Thank you, number 465 for a donation of $250. We've got another one. Oh, number 634, jumping in. There's always the strategies that I see, like holding back, wait for it, watch this, going once. Yes. Thank you, number 639, jumping in. Number 507, jumping in for a $250 donation. Look, obviously, if you don't win the painting, you still win. Because this work is for all of us. So thank you guys. Oh, number 202 wants the painting. Okay. Boom. I know there's someone over here. I can feel it. 202, going once. Going twice. There you go. That's really all. Thank you, number 695. I saw your bid number up first. I have to go in that order. Thank you, number 265. I saw your bid number up next. But I know we're not done because I saw someone else over here, but they put their bid number down, so I don't have it. We have another one, virtual. Another two, yes, and our virtual attendees, you can play, you can win. Virtual attendee for $250. Okay. Going once, going twice. Jump. Oh, 249. Thank you. In the back, number 452. Thank you for another $250 donation. We've got another one right here. Thank you. Number 493 for $250. Beautiful. Oh, we have another one. Virtual. Is this the same person that's trying? Kia? Is it the same person that's trying? Oh, no. Oh, okay. I'm always curious if it is or not. Because I love seeing people continuing to try. Okay. Virtual attendee. In first. Going once. Going, nope, number 202 for another donation of $250. Thank you. Going once, going twice. Anybody else? Yep, here it is, number 296. Thank you for another gift of $250. That's so beautiful, you guys. Okay, going once, going twice. Anyone virtually? Oh! Little sir on top, number 452. Again! Man, all right. Little man, are you going to take this painting home? You heard him. Going once, going Going twice. No! Number 367. Jumping in. For $250. Oh my goodness. All right. Going once, going twice. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Put those bid numbers up now if you want it. Or are you going to be our last bidder? No! Oh! Number 452 again! For another donation of $250 up there. Where are you getting all that money, little one? Man. All right, but hey, good on ya. Going once, going twice. Anybody else? Do we have another one live, Kia? Oh, okay. Sorry, I misread. Okay. Anybody else? They don't want to take it away from you. Are we done? Are we going to give it to him? Congratulations! Maybe you can even take a picture with the artist later. The winner up there, up at the top. Raise your hands. You guys, thank you. That was tremendous, and thank you so much for this beautiful work. All right, we're getting close to wrapping now. That was really fun. This is our final level, and we're going to do it differently. We're going to do it quicker. So this is our $100 level, and again, we'd love as much participation as possible. Whether you gave it another level or if you have not yet given, this is a great time to. The cost of going out to dinner for 2 people these days is like $100. So if you can sacrifice one night out to dinner to give a final gift of $100 tonight toward Leah, I'm going to ask you to please hold up your bid number, and our team will come around and collect your bid numbers. They are now worth $100. If you hold it up, we're going to come around and collect them, and we're going to put them all, I don't know if we've got a basket. There's the basket. We're going to put them all in a basket. We're going to draw one winner who donates $100, and I will deliver this bottle of Cambria Women-Owned Winery wine, plus you will also get a night out together as well, gift card. So sacrifice the night out and you might win a night out. All right? So if you can give a final $100 right now, help us wrap up fundraising really strong. Hold your bid number up. Thank you so much. And we're going to come around and collect. Look at all these bid numbers. And if you're not bidding, please clap and cheer because wow. Look at that. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Beautiful. Thank you. Again, if you are giving us your bid number, you are giving us a $100 donation. Thank you so much, everyone. We have more over there. $100. And you can bring that one of the big baskets right up front. Look at all these. Are we missing anybody who would like to give $100? Final $100 donation. Okay, put them all in the basket there. And we can draw a winner right away. Do we have them all? Okay, while they're getting that ready, we have everybody's, yes, that wants to participate, and I'll deliver the bottle myself. Okay. Are there names on the bid numbers? Do we have a list of who's...
Yes, we do.
Great. Actually, no, you guys should still have your giving circle.
That's true.
Numbers, so you can match it to that, okay? And we're going to get to that in just a second. All right, I'm going to just draw one winner really quick. Mix it up. The winner of the night out together and the bottle of wine is number 357. 357, where are you? Who is that? 357. Right, yes, great. Thank you so much. Congratulations. And thank you to everyone for your amazing generosity tonight and your participation. Now, before I pass it back to Kahea and Melinda to close out our program, we're just about there, we have just one final opportunity. As I shared earlier, many of you here in the room and joining us virtually are already part of We as Giving Circle and Seed Bank, and thank you again. You've heard about what the Giving Circle means to us, and as we think about the next 20 years, we know that this work can't end when we walk out of the room tonight. So we'd like to invite you or either into or back into the Giving Circle. Giving Circle members commit to $1,500 or more each year for 3 years. This ongoing support allows WIA to stand with women leaders over time, creating ripple effects that reach entire communities and millions of people, as you've heard. So we all have a Giving Circle card. This is what it looks like. So now, if you'd like to become part of the Giving Circle or recommit to the Giving Circle if you're already part of it, please hold that card up and we'll come around and collect those as well, and we'll make sure that our team follows up with you. So please hold up your Giving Circle blue card now if you'd like to rejoin. We have one way up top there. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you. We have another one right here. Thank you. Again, $1,500 or more for 3 years, and we've got one up top there. Thank you all so much. We have another one up there. Our team's coming to get you. Thank you guys. We're going to keep collecting. I'm going to say thank you again. You have been an absolute joy. And I'm going to pass it back to Kahea and Melinda now to close. You're amazing. Thanks for all your support.
Oh my, I can barely stand. I can barely stand. That was unbelievable. And my hands are burning from clapping so hard. I mean, I just was... Thank you so much, Ellen, for what you just made happen. I'm in shock. I mean, and I know what these dollars are going to do. We all know that, and that's why that just happened, and I'm just so grateful. And so just to close, before we get to go over to gather and celebrate and eat delicious food, I wanted to speak to the young people in the room, and especially the boys. I have 2 boys, Kahea has 2 boys, and Amira has 2 boys each. The men's Earth Alliance is super grateful. So to our sons, you are growing up in a world that's asking us all to rethink what leadership looks like. For a long time, many of our systems have been profoundly out of balance. Out of balance in whose voices are valued, whose efforts are recognized, and whose leadership is supported. And a huge part of what Women's Earth Alliance is doing is helping restore that balance. And that benefits all of us. Because a balanced world is healthier, it's more stable, it's more peaceful, it's more capable of sustaining life for future generations. It's what we all want. And your role is not to stand on the sidelines. We need you. We don't want you to stand on the sidelines quietly cheering for that world to unfold. Your role is to help build it. To become the kind of leaders, partners, fathers, friends, and citizens who understand that strength and care belong together. Strength and care. That listening is a form of leadership. Many of you are growing up watching your mothers and the women in your community lead. And my hope is that your generation carries forward a more balanced way of being in the world. One where power is shared more wisely, where communities are stronger because more people have a seat at the table. So, thank you to our friends.
To want to follow that message up and that experience up and close this evening, but it's time, and I think we might all be getting ready for some food. So with that, thank you all so much for being here tonight, both in the room and live stream, especially those of you on live stream who've stayed up on the East Coast. Thank you so much. I want to take a quick moment to thank everyone who helped make this evening possible. The incredible Ellen Toscano for leading us through the most challenging and fun paddle race I've ever been a part of. Nikila Badua for your beautiful, the very talented Destani Wolf for sharing the for your endlessly creative design support. Thank you once again to the WIA team for some of you are in the room, some of you are online, for working tirelessly not just tonight but every single day with our partners around the world. And we'd like to offer deep gratitude to tonight's business sponsors, women-owned Cambria Estate Vineyard and Winery, Kyla Hart Kombucha and Regal Wine Company, as well as Mijenta Tequila for the celebratory beverages that you'll be enjoying tonight. Blue Revolution Games, Emily Poller, EO Products, Gather Restaurant, and Awe-Inspired and Veronica Beard, who've given us these beautiful necklaces and the outfits we're wearing. Please join us as soon as we're done, heading out the main Brower Center doors and just around the corner for food, celebration, and connection, with many thanks to Gather Restaurant, who, as always, have created a beautiful, delicious spread for us. And finally, we are so grateful for all of you, for showing up, for standing alongside this work, and for believing in the power of what's possible when women lead. Here's to continuing the work and rising together. Mahalo nui loa.